So the propulsion system is a solar electric hybrid system with solar panels and batteries and generator with electric motors. And because I was what Ocean Volt referred to as an early implementer, otherwise known of as a guinea pig, I wanted to have 100% redundancy. So it being a catamaran, I wanted it split right down the middle with two complete systems, one per hull. So there's the list of all of the items that go into one propulsion system. I would have loved to have had more batteries, but 4 batteries was all I could fit space-wise and cost-wise. They aren't cheap. But each battery is 2 kilowatt hours. So 4 12-volt batteries together for 48-volt bank is 8 kilowatt hours per bank. 2 banks, I have 16 kilowatt hours of batteries on the boat. The Ocean Volt motors are 15 kilowatt, 15 kilowatt for half an hour, 12 kilowatt continuous running. And they have a sail drive that they are connected to for pushing. The Victron Quattro inverter charger is a 5 kilowatt inverter. The solar MPPT controller works well with the panels that I've got. Everything in the system is connected to a big 48-volt bus bar. That's where everything is distributed from. The diesel generator is actually a 17 kilowatt generator, so you can run the motor and charge the batteries at the same time. And on each system, there are 10 360-watt panels, 3.6 kilowatts per side, 7.2 kilowatt total solar input. I had laid things out on paper and I'd taken measurements and I knew everything would fit, but when it started arriving on pallets and started filling up my garage, I started to get a little bit anxious, seeing how much stuff there was and knowing where it would have to go. So this is one system. This is one of the 4 batteries that goes into each battery bank. Here's the sail drive mount, the Ocean Volt electric motor, the Ocean Volt motor controller, the bus bar, the MPPT solar controller, the Victron Quattro inverter charger, muffler for the generator. This is the generator. It had a soft enclosure around it, but the engine rooms are insulated, sound insulated well enough that I took the soundproofing off from it, and it's almost, you have to really listen to know if the generator is running at all when they're running. It's a very nice system, and the soundproofing wasn't necessary on it the way it's set up. And this is the diode bridge for the generator. So this is starting to put things in place in the engine room. The Ocean Volt motor in place, motor controller. This is the big 48-volt bus bar where everything is connected to, solar controller, Quattro inverter, wiring in place, the generator in place, motor in place, prop and sail drive in place with the proper clearance between the tip of the prop and the hull. And the generator is sitting sideways compared to what the original motor was in the boat. And I was able to reuse some of the motor mounts, but I ended up putting a plate on top of the existing motor mounts and extending them back in order to get the good secure footing for the generator. In the batteries, I ended up taking a cabinet in the aft cabins that is under the bed, and there were 4 golf cart batteries per side originally. I kept 2 golf cart batteries as the 12-volt house batteries. and the 4 lithium iron phosphate batteries fit into this compartment. Being lithium iron phosphate, you can mount them sitting down, standing on end, no problems. They do have a CAN bus connection that comes out of the end, which I wasn't counting on when I looked at the space for them. So they have your major wires on the top, but they have this CAN bus coming out of the end that goes up into a battery control box, and then its signal comes down and goes up to the helm. So it's reporting on the status of the batteries.